Hey! Hi! How you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. Oh my, Blizzard and Overwatch, aren't you in a particularly precarious position? How the community's perspective on the game has changed so drastically since my last Overwatch video criticizing the game. That was almost a year ago. My oh my. And now, like last year and the year before that, Overwatch is about to have its big PvE event, bringing back its co-op, player versus AI game modes, and then removing them after 3 weeks. I've already said my piece on this, I'm not gonna repeat myself. But what I will share with you all is my current relationship with Overwatch at the moment. I haven't played the game in months. As a matter of fact, I've uninstalled the game. Quite frankly, I wasn't having fun with the game anymore. And it looks like I'm not alone, because apparently the Overwatch community isn't having that much fun with the game anymore. They still, in a way, love the game. They love what it used to be. They love the happy memories and fun experiences the game provided for them. But it appears that the community has reached a boiling point with Blizzard. They're tired of their bullshit. As Blizzard seems content with releasing one new hero and one new map every few months in order to quell dissent among the masses and hope they forget about all the issues they're not addressing. And my god, it is sweet vindication to see die-hard Overwatch fans who once vehemently disagreed with me and my criticisms of the game and Blizzard come around and see my side of things. Now, let's make one thing perfectly clear. Overwatch is not dead or dying. It is not an objectively bad game by any means. It is, however, a game with a developer that adamantly refuses to listen to its community. Since its release in 2016, Overwatch has had several quality of life improvements, some new content additions, decisions and implementations that were made to the game that were certainly praiseworthy. However, besides the last few years of updates and improvements to the game, the Overwatch community has made repeated requests and now demands for Blizzard to enact on the game's potential and address common recurring issues that the community is having and consistently keeps pointing out to Blizzard, which they continue to ignore and do nothing about. And now all of those issues that they have ignored have just been building up and building up and building up, and new issues get added on top of that, and it keeps building up and building up. And now the community has reached a boiling point where they're like, hey, Blizzard, we've been telling you guys about these issues for months, for even years now, and now all of those issues have piled on top of each other to a point where the game's not fun anymore, we're not enjoying your game, but we want to enjoy your game again, Blizzard. Could you do something about it? And Blizzard's all like, you're banned for being toxic. Buy our loot boxes. Of course, I'm being hyperbolic for laughs, but is it really that inaccurate? The Blizzard devs keep going on and on and on about how toxicity is a problem in Overwatch. Toxicity seems to be always the issue they're addressing and going after. But has Blizzard ever stopped to consider what is the cause of the toxicity? What is the cause of the anger and the frustration and the lashing out? Yes, there will always be bad apples. Players who are angry or rude, but that's with every multiplayer game. And that's why we have a mute mic button option. Now, I'm sure the developers over at Blizzard want the community to enjoy their game, and I know the community wants to enjoy the game. But there's an incompatibility issue here, Blizzard. You are giving off the perception of actively working against your fans, against the community. You also create the perception that you are rather indecisive, Blizzard, like you have no idea on what direction you want to take this game in. Do you want Overwatch to be a competitive esports game? Well, you're making decisions that are counterproductive to that. Do you want this to be a casual game, more focused on lighthearted fun? Well, you're making decisions counterproductive to that. What in the hell is going on with the story, and I say story in quotation marks, what is going on with the story of this game? What kind of narrative are you trying to weave here? What's the end game? What's the goal? Because so far, very little of significance has happened, and it still isn't any less bizarre that all of the ads for the game, the cinematics for the game are canon, but the actual game itself isn't canon. What the fuck? Commit to a story or don't have one. Make up your mind, Blizzard. This goes along with your PvE, co-op, player versus AI game modes and events. You keep adding in this content and then removing it. You keep teasing players and gamers who prefer PvE and co-op and player versus AI, and then you give them blue balls. Do you want to be a PvP game and solely appeal to the multiplayer market, or are you trying to make this a game that everyone can enjoy? Make up your damn minds, Blizzard! The community is sick of your indecisiveness when it comes to how you design your heroes, what roles they're supposed to play. You keep buffing and nerfing and reworking them into oblivion till they barely resemble what the community enjoyed about those heroes in the first place. Overwatch, still to this day, is a video game with stellar potential to be something amazing. The base is there. The foundation is there. But instead of evolving the experience, evolving the overall product and package, Blizzard is content with doing the exact same thing they've been doing for years with this game. Compare Overwatch to Rainbow Six Siege. Compare Overwatch to Paladins. Compare Overwatch to Warframe. Compare Overwatch to Destiny 2. Compare Overwatch to For Honor, to Killing Floor 2, Payday 2, Warhammer Vermintide 2, The Division, Titanfall 2, Doom. Fuck it. You know what? I'll even throw in EA's Star Wars Battlefront 2. Do you notice a running theme with all these games? They only got better and better as time progressed. The developers listened to their respective communities. And now those communities, the player bases of all these games, for the most part, are loving and enjoying the games. Now look at Overwatch. As time progressed, yes, it's got new content, new maps, and new heroes, but the systems and mechanics of the game have the community not enjoying the game, frustrated with the game, sad. The community is fucking sad that they're not enjoying, that they're frustrated with the game they once loved and really enjoyed to play. Blizzard could easily turn the ship around, but unfortunately, for every YouTuber and every genuine passionate fan of Overwatch who provide constructive criticism about the game to the devs, there's another shill YouTuber, an absolute fanboy, that will ignore, minimize, downplay, or completely misrepresent what the other side is saying. Listen, if you still love Overwatch, if you still enjoy playing Overwatch, that's awesome, more power to you. But that doesn't change the reality that there are thousands of others that want to play, that want to love, that want to enjoy Overwatch as much as you do, but they have issues and frustrations with the game that the devs refuse to acknowledge and address. I mean, I'll concede that Overwatch is a good video game, objectively. It's a quality product. But when a majority of your community, your hardcore fans, keep telling you, pleading with you to fix the issues in your game, and then proceed to ignore them, yeah, that's really going to sour and taint the experience and overall perception people will have on your product. Using Rainbow Six Siege, once again, as an example. The game has had its down moments, it's had its controversies, community backlash and frustration, but Siege always bounces back, and even after these dramas, has won its community back, won its players back, and have them enjoying the game again. Because Ubisoft actually listens to their community. When Ubisoft makes a change or decision that the community doesn't like, the community is quick to let Ubisoft know, hey, we don't like this, stop it. Ubisoft very quickly responds, hey, we heard what you guys are saying, we're not gonna do that. Despite all the bad decisions Ubisoft has made over many years, it is undeniable that they are reactive to their communities, they listen to their communities. And it's not just Rainbow Six Siege. Look at For Honor, look at The Division, look at Assassin's Creed, look at Ghost Recon. While there are certainly toxic portions of the communities of these games, freaks and assholes, the overwhelming majority of the communities are happy and content and enjoying the games. Can you say the same thing about Blizzard and Overwatch and its community? However, I still vehemently disagree with the fake news that Overwatch is dead or dying. That does simply not reflect reality. All you have to do is look at the numbers. Overwatch is still doing pretty good, but it is not doing nearly as good as it used to. Now that happens with every game. People move on to other games, new games. That's just the way the cycle goes. But there is undeniably a great deal of tension within the Overwatch community. No matter how hard the Overwatch shill YouTubers try to brush it all aside and keep hyping up and promoting the game, but they know it's there. Why do you think so many of them have started slowly moving over and making more and more Apex Legends video content? You've all seen it. While Overwatch is not dying, more and more of the game's hardcore fans, people who absolutely loved and enjoyed the game, are becoming very skeptical critics and finding the game to be more and more frustrating and not nearly as much fun. And that sucks. While I've been one of Overwatch's biggest critics on YouTube, I've made my issues known about the game since day one. But even though I wasn't enjoying the game, I was happy that other people were. In the end, all I want is for people to have fun and enjoy video games. And Overwatch was making people happy. How could I ever have a problem with that? What I did have a problem with was the game's developer, Blizzard, whom I know are completely capable of delivering a better product and a better experience than what they've given us with Overwatch. And instead of expanding, evolving, and fully taking advantage of all the potential Overwatch has, instead decided to make some really bad and stupid decisions. Now, before I wrap up this video, if you don't mind, I want to take a minute to vent and rant about one particular grievance I have with Overwatch that the Overwatch community seems oddly content with, and that's the goddamn progression system and loot boxes. To this day, I don't understand why the Overwatch community is alright with this. That your only means of making progression and unlocking in-game content is through RNG gambling loot boxes. And still, to this day, after all these years, Blizzard won't let us earn in-game currency for just playing the game. The in-game currency is still solely locked behind the loot boxes, where in almost every other game, you just play the game, you level up, you gain in-game currency, and then you can just buy and unlock everything you want. Not in Overwatch! Everything's RNG loot box gambling. Wherever games have daily login rewards, daily and weekly challenges, a battle pass, just a multitude of ways to make progress and feel rewarded for your time and efforts. Whereas in Overwatch, it's just a massive time sink. Overwatch doesn't respect your time. You can spend hours, days leveling up, getting loot boxes, opening the loot boxes, and just getting sprays and voice lines, and minuscule amounts of in-game currency. I don't understand you Overwatch players, I don't understand you Overwatch community, when so many other video games have better and more rewarding progression systems, why you're alright with Overwatch's progression system. Other games just offer you so much more for the time you invest into them. And that's one of the primary reasons I uninstalled Overwatch and I've just stopped playing it altogether. Overwatch made me feel like I was wasting my time. I could be playing Overwatch and earning jack shit, or I could be playing all these other games and actually making progress and earning awesome rewards. So yeah, that's my little vent and rant out of the way. Just want to throw that in there for posterity's sake. But that has now been a video. I hope you liked the video. If you did indeed like the video in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to hit the like button. The like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video. If you hit the like button, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. I love reading comments, getting enough comments. Please leave a comment. What are your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on Overwatch? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to help out and support me directly, there's always Patreon. Anyways, guys, that's been a video, and I'll see you all later.